All right. Cool. So my first Wii, which is not even the Wii we had back then, because we used to still have a Wii console, but it wasn't the same one because we played the Wii so much we had to get like replacements.
Mm.
I think it's just because we use it so much, and probably not because we threw it. I don't even know if we threw it, but and the Wii remotes we have are just gunked up now that I had to buy a whole new Wii remotes on Walmart and Amazon, which are pretty cheap, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I honestly thought because it was like it sold like 100 million like copies, units of the Wii or something like that, it would be pretty expensive because it's now like it's like almost 20 years old. It'd be a classic. But anyway, I don't remember when we got the Wii. I honestly don't.
Mm.
I know. I think it was after my birth. I think because Wii was released what 2008,
Mm.
and I was born 2007. So I think it was after the I was born. So probably 2008, 09. Because I know it was in Arkansas, I think we had it as well. So it was somewhere in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And we played games I know Mario.
I used to love your mom playing Dance Dance Revolution. That was always fun.
didn't didn't my sister try to get Ma to play like Just Dance at one point on the Xbox, and Ma learned it was recording them, and she's like, "Nuh-uh." There's a camera right there, and it's recording your every movement. But yeah, I
Great, it recorded me. I look like a dying walrus.
but played Mario. We played Wii Play. I think Wii Sports was another one. I don't think we ever owned Wii Sports Resort, but I know
Mm.
we played the original Wii Sports when I came out. Let's see. Played Lego Indiana Jones 2, which I beat numerous occasions. I like even beat it on one night. Went downstairs and I was like, "I'm sorry, I stayed up late beating this game." And
Mm.
yeah, Pikmin 2, which we never beat. Me and my sister never beat it. What else do we have over there? Sonic was more my sister's thing. Like Sonic, the original Sonic racing game on the Wii was more my
Mm.
sister. I played a fishing game. It was like fishing something, Ripley's Fishing or something like that. I can't remember for sure, but it was a fishing game. Sucked at it. Absolutely sucked at it.
Mm.
Got like one fish the entire time I've owned the game. But we also have Lego Harry Potter for the Wii, which I don't remember much about at all, actually.
Mm.
I know I played a bit on mobile devices, but I'd get like stuck near the beginning. And then later years in Ohio, my sister really got into Just Dance. So we have like a sort of Just Dance, like Just Dance. I think we have like a bunch of them. We got like
Just Dance 4, Just Dance 2014, Just Dance 2016, Just Dance 3, Just Dance 2.
I believe there's a country one somewhere around here as well. I don't think it's in that pile though, but I know we have Just Dance Country, which was
I think you got more in the boxes stored up.
yeah, but one of them was Just Dance Country, which I think the name kind of explains the game. And I didn't play much Mario Kart on any of the consoles, so I don't really have Mario Kart for the Wii. But I have Cars, like the Cars movie franchise. They made a game based on driving, and I played that a little bit on the Wii. Kind of sucked at it, but you know. Then we have Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Mm.
Don't remember much of that at all. I don't even remember playing it, but yeah. So, what was your first console?
My first console was probably back in 95, 96.
Hmm.
And my parents got me two consoles at once. They got me a original Sega, and then they got me the PlayStation.
Hmm.
For the PlayStation, I had the WWE, just standard basic games they had for PlayStation.
GTA, that kind of stuff.
GTA, I don't think they had that out on just the regular PlayStation. I don't think it came out
That
to
was
PS2.
Yeah, PS2. Yeah, I think.
Like,
But anyway, continue.
like this one, it was the gray little box.
It's like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the Sega, I just played, Sonic. That was pretty much the only one I had for it.
Sonic's like a staple of Sega. That came out like I think the Master System first was like when the first Sonic game really came out, and that was like the staple. It was like basically Sega's Mario.
Mm-hmm.
And give me 1 second because my dog will not stop scratching the door. And I know it's just gonna bug the audio on the video, so lay down. Yeah, there you go. So, any memorable experiences about like is there any funny moments with friends or anything that you had with some of the consoles you played, like on the first consoles you played?
Not really. I really hardly ever played. I wasn't really much a video game person.
Yeah, I like my other brother kind of introduced me to the game world more. Like my mom and my sister did as well, but my brother was a big influence on me in games. So it was probably my brother, my mom, my sister that were a huge influence on me when it came to the gaming world. They're one of the reasons why I'm such a big gamer now. And one of the reasons why they understand the junk I do still. So, but my second console I played was either the DS or the N64. I can't remember if we owned this N64 before or after the Wii. But we played Mario Party. I believe it was the second one. It was the one with the Wild West map, and my favorite character was Luigi because I specifically remember playing Mario Party with Luigi in his little cowboy outfit on the map. I don't remember much more than that, but I remember being so upset when they announced Mario Party Superstars for the Switch, and they were talking about how it's gonna like bring back a bunch of the old classic stuff, like classic maps, mini games, and they brought back Mario Party 2 mini games, but they didn't bring back the Wild West map, and I was so upset.
Mm-hmm.
I was so upset. Like a staple of my childhood, and you didn't bring it. How dare you? I don't remember much more than that. And so the DS, I got Christmas either 2011 or 2012. And basically I was begging for it, and I knew I wanted it. I seen pictures of it. I saw it online, and I was probably about 7, 8 at the time. So I was like this wee little kid with like bright blonde hair, and I kept begging about it and like nagging about it, like I want this thing. And so Christmas was coming around, and I was like getting really excited, hoping I'd get it. And my grandparents visit every year for Christmas, my mom's parents, and so they visit. I think the week of, like about a week, and we'd all hang out, talk, eat some food, talk some more, and then Dave Christmas arrived, and yeah, all the parent gathering stuff that you can think of. So I remember a couple days before Christmas or something like that, I was talking to my grandma, and I was like, "Do you think Santa got me the DS? Do you think he listened to me?" And she's like, "I don't know, but I did talk to him." She didn't, did she? But my sister, she was all like, "No, not gonna happen. You're not gonna get DS. Stupid. Pish posh." And I don't remember asking for any specific type of DS. I just knew I wanted one. So I didn't really have like a specific, like, I want the DSi or the DSi Lite, I just want a DS. Didn't really know there's multiple versions of it. So Christmas Day came around. We all woke up, enjoyed talking to each other. Then we moved on to opening the presents, which I believe is usually about early afternoon that we usually did it, either late morning or early afternoon. So we all gathered around, started opening up the presents and everything. Insert kids like the inside tearing it open. I think that's what most kids do when they're young. They just tear it open. But so we open the gifts and we get like, you get some toys. I was never much of a toy kid. I didn't care for toys. So the few times I did get toys, I'd be like, cool, play it once, back in the box, still collecting dust to this very day. I was that much of a toy kid. But And you get like socks and clothes too, and you know how every child is. Every child's like, oh boy.
Really? Really? You got me socks? Really?
But nowadays you just get excited for it, don't you? Like,
I'm pretty much to the point where, I get socks. Hey, don't have to go out and buy them.
yeah, like clothes are expensive nowadays. I mean, even back then, but still, like with today's economy, it's expensive. Like I'm looking up ties and like $50 for one tie. What? It's just a little strip of clothing this long.
Why I don't ever dress up or wear a tie.
Can't blame you there. I must have clothes in my closet that they must amount to like a few $100, maybe even thousands over time. But anyway, so we end up opening the gifts and yada yada yada, and I discovered there's no DS, no DS box, nothing. And I was a bit sad about it because I'd been wanting it all this time. And my sister was like, "Yeah, I told you you wouldn't get it." But then, my grandfather got up and walked out of the room. Came back, had a little baggie in his hand. I can't remember if it was one or two bags. Put it down, told us to open it up. So we grab it, I open mine up. Right there is the DS box holding this bad boy right here. The Pokemon Black Nintendo DS. I don't know if the light can catch it. There we go. I believe it's a DSi Lite. And my sister got one too. I believe it was a pink DS. I don't know if it was that same Christmas or a bit after. But she got one too, I believe, that Christmas. And not only was she surprised that I got one, but she was surprised herself that she even got one. And later on, she actually sold it because the speaker, stopped working. Personally, I would have kept it because it's like such a treasure to me, being one of my first consoles that I owned. Because it was like the first console / handheld that like, it wasn't the first console I played, but it was the first console that was like mine, not just the family's.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool to me. So I played. Could you grab that stack, a little black stack right there?
What do you need?
On top of the black stack on top of that. Grab that. But these were some of the games I played, like Wall-E, which we got 2 copies. Don't ask me why, but we got them. So like Wall-E. This game I didn't get till about 2015, and it was Animal Crossing Wild World, which you spoke about. Like you could pass by people.
Mm-hmm.
So explain it again, because we're re-recording.
Well, I remember, not for sure that one has, I think it's the one after that model. But there's something where you can like walk past people. You have like a little Wii city that's built, what is it, the Nintendo?
Yeah.
And when you walk past people, it tells you and the other person that y'all passed so y'all can view each other's profiles and stuff like that.
Did that happen very often for you?
Yeah. When we used to take road trips all the time.
Imagine like you're passing by, like some old guy has like a DS in his pockets, like you paired with some 80-year-old man. No, thank you, swipe. But I got this Animal Crossing Wild World in 2015, I believe. It was either 2015, because I know his grandpa was there when I got it. And I played a little bit of it, but not much. But then I lost the copy. So way later, when you visit back in December last year for Christmas, I went ahead like found this in GameStop, remember, and I bought it. It was like, hey, I can have all the copies. Now I have all every like Animal Crossing game. So I thought that was pretty cool to complete the series. But I didn't play too much of it. Still haven't. I plan to get back to it for a video on the main channel at some point in the future. But I got the staple Pokemon Black for the Pokemon Black DS. And I was so excited. I even used Ash Ketchum as a name because of the anime show because I was so into it. But after a while, I just used, Gabriel as my name. But I kept restarting multiple times. But I kept playing it all the time, trying to get past the first gym because first 5 years, got stuck in the first gym, could never beat it. Ever. Like, I kept failing, and I kept getting so mad. It took me 5 years. And just when I beat it, just when I think I was finally gonna finish the game in the future, I got stuck in the second gym and I haven't picked it up yet. But I usually chose either grass or water type Pokemon as my starter. So that's why I chose water type as the team for the Pokemon Splatfest. Not Pokemon, the Splatoon Splatfest that happened a few months back. But Madagascar 2, I don't remember playing this, but we have it. What else we got? We got Star Fox, which I don't remember playing either, but we have it. Now here's a game I remember playing: Aragon's Quest for the Lord of the Rings. I didn't play it all that much, and I never got very far in it. But oh well. Zoo Tycoon. I actually played this a couple years back, and I plan on coming back to it. But it's actually a pretty fun game. It's basically just a tycoon game, kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon, if you've ever seen that. And then Wipeout, which I don't remember playing, but if you've ever seen the show, it's basically that, except with dinky little screen and bad graphics. But it's basically Wipeout. And this game I never understood at all. I never understood it. But we got Wall-E, The Lord of the Rings, Lego Edition, Kim Possible. And then another staple that I never beat but got decently far in was this. Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Played it quite a bit. But that is the DS for me. And me and my sister would go on, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like the chat rooms that were installed onto the system already. Mm-hmm. And even in the later years, we got in the chat rooms, our DSs, at night. We'd be in two separate rooms of the house, and we'd just be typing random messages to each other. We did it every so often. Mm-hmm. But yeah, DS was pretty fun. I still have it. I still play it to this day. I mostly play New Super Mario Brothers on it, because that was probably the only game I beat. which is what's in which is the cartridge that's in it right now. So what was your next kind of console after the PlayStation and Sega Dreamcast?
PlayStation, not the Sega. I think that's that. I went to the. I can't remember if it was the PSP first or if it was the PlayStation 3 first. But I got them both around the same time.
So what are some of the staple games that you remember playing that you really at least liked?
For the PSP, it was Need for Speed.
Didn't even know I had that.
That was like the go-to for the PSP. And then for the PS3, it was Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Were you good at Call of Duty? So you actually enjoyed playing that game?
Oh yeah, but I only liked playing when I was online. There was other people to play with. I didn't like just playing,
story mode.
The story mode, or the killing the zombies and just by yourself. And
so I assume you probably got pretty good at the game, and people are probably we want you on our team kind of thing.
I got pretty good at it for a while there, but then I quit playing because turned 18, had to start working, had to pay for a car.
Yeah, makes sense. So my next console after that was I believe it was the 3DS. Because 3DS I believe I got in 2013. No, maybe in the Wii U, actually, that I got before. Because Wii U I didn't get on Christmas. I believe it was before 2013. And I got the 3DS I know on Christmas 2013. So, maybe in the Wii U. But the Wii U, basically, it was during the time, before 2020 and 2022, I didn't watch much news, or went online and read news about games coming up or anything like that. So, basically my way of finding out was basically the old way of finding out, either through a magazine or you walk into Walmart or GameStop, you see a new game console from Nintendo or a new video game, you knew a new game came out or a new console came out. That's the only way I found out. So one day we just walked into Walmart and there was a Wii U console. I was like, oh, I want it. So I can't remember if I already knew about it and we were saving up for it, or if we just found it and we got it. I can't remember the exact details of it, but I know we just picked it up at Walmart. So we went home, plugged it up, and I got it bundled with New Super Mario Bros. U, which I actually beat, and the game disc doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember wanting to play it again on the Switch, but I didn't feel like paying another $60 for the game. So when it went on sale at GameStop, I was like, I picked it up and beat it and everything. But I played Transformers at one point, a Transformers game, the Lego Movie game, which I talked about a little bit with you. Basically, we got it. My brother got it after we watched the Lego Movie, right? And that was like one of my favorite movies at the time, and I really loved it. So my brother got me the game. I played a little bit at the beginning. I actually really enjoyed it. I was having fun. I played some at the beginning. I sleep, wake up, and my brother tells me that he beat the whole game. I'm like I was in a mixture of like, cool, I can try out all the stuff the game has to offer, but at the same time, I didn't get to play much. Like, my brother always had this thing of like beating games in like a span of a day or a few.
Oh yeah, 2 days usually he was done with it.
Like, even my ma tells stories of like how she'd save up for months during his childhood, because he's much older than me. She'd save up for months sometimes. Finally get him the game. He'd come back at like a couple days later after the week and like, oh, I'm done. Throws the disc there. And she's like, what? So he still does it to this day, I guess. Because he did it with the Lego Movie, but... So I didn't play much of it. I stopped playing after that. I got bored real quick, just walking around with like the unlocked characters and all that, because you don't really play much of the story mode after that. But I got Nintendo Land, which was alright. It was like... It was kind of like they were trying to replicate Wii Sports on the Wii U, but didn't perform all that well. So, but it was alright. I had a couple mini games that were alright. But I played Epic Mickey 2, which like in the last recording, funny story. My brother got me a copy of it, Epic Mickey 2: The Power of Two, for the Wii U. Then someone else, I can't remember who, it was either his wife or one of my other siblings, got me a copy of the same game for the Wii. And I never beat the game. So it was basically like they wasted double the price on money, wasted double the money, and I never even beat it. I didn't even get far. I got like a little bit in, like an hour in, and then I never played it again, really. Waste of money, am I right?
Yeah.
And I didn't ever tell anyone that I didn't beat it until now, I guess.
That's when I get you stuff. I get you stuff like, a computer, a GoPro, a cell phone, stuff that, you're not going to play once or twice and be like, screw it.
That's why I'm very iffy about when purchasing games to this day. Like, I usually watch videos of it, try out the demo if I can, and then I'll go online to see how long it takes to play. And if it takes, like, only a couple hours, I want a game that I can spend at least an hour or two each day. I usually stop myself, but even if I have enough time to go further, so I can still savor and enjoy the game, get my money's worth out of it. So I still do that to this day. But we have, let's see, Marvel. This is a funny one, because I had Lego Marvel for the Wii U. And I love the game. I beat it. I beat the whole game. And here's the thing. I beat the whole game. I went through all the levels. And I loved playing the Avengers. I just love that game in particular than any other Avengers game. But the thing had it to where if you beat the game, you beat the final boss battle, and it's like some giant dude, and you log off, and you come back on, it deletes your save file. I don't know if it happened for anyone else, but it did it for me. It deleted my save file, and so I no longer had it because I beat the game. And I was like, what the and I never touched the game again. Well, another game for the Wii, not the Wii U, but I forgot to mention this, Super Mario Galaxy. Great game. It's basically Mario in space. It has the gravity graphic, like space graphics, gravity physics, and all that. It was really fun. You can do the spin thing. I love messing with the controller, and a lot of the games had, like, you could turn it, and it had motion controls, right? So it was really fun to mess with the motion controls. Like, you can grab other star bits and all kinds of stuff while moving. And it was really fun. And the boss battle took me a long time to beat. Oh my god, when I beat it, I was so unbelievably happy. But I never got like the Luigi. You can now play as Luigi thing. Sad face. Okay, camera glitched out. Oops, sorry, using the computer camera. But anyway, as I was saying, Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed was my Mario Kart on the Wii U. It was like me and my sister played it all the time, and I remember this one specific level I sucked at, and I tried it so hard. I repeated like a specific line I can't remember, and I beat it for finally first time ever beating it. And I was so happy. But me and my sister played a ton of it, so it was basically my version of Mario Kart that I got into. I didn't really play much Mario Kart until more recently playing Mario Kart for the SNES. No, it was N60. No, it was SNES. I played it on the SNES on the Nintendo Switch Online thing. But the first Mario Kart I played, I believe, was Mario Kart 8. And then it was only rented on GameFly, so I never bought the full version. And then I played a little bit of it when my sister's friend came around with her Switch, and she played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which was kind of fun. I played a little bit of it, but we played more so Super Smash Brothers on her friend's Switch. But yeah, that was basically my Wii U days. I bought Minecraft Wii U when that came out. Because when it came out, I was like, oh my god, I can finally play it on a console, because we didn't have an Xbox or anything. Mm-hmm. We just had iPads. So we only played the Pocket Edition version. I'd always wanted to play a different version of the game, so when it came out in the Wii U, I was like, oh my god, I need to get this. Mm-hmm. So I don't have it anymore. But I did get Terraria on there as well, and I played very little of that. But anyway, that was basically my time at the Wii U. I still have it. I play on the March 2017. My brother bought me a copy of the Breath of the Wild game, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for the Wii U, because I didn't have a Switch, and he got it for the Wii U. I still am trying to beat it. I've got basically the whole game beat, except for the side quests. But I've got like most of the story mode missions complete. I'm just trying to get like all the shrines now. I still have yet to get the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just waiting for the collector's edition to come back in stock. I want the collector's edition. I want that nice wood plaque that I call the cutting board. So, but yeah, that's basically the last game I got for the Wii U. So, what would you say? Was the PS Vita and stuff like that and the PlayStation 2 like your last consoles, really?
Yeah.
Did you ever like hop onto someone else's like console, like a friend's console, like in the future?
Not really. After I graduated high school, I had to go out there and start working. I had a child to take care of.
But yeah, I think so. The next console I got was the Xbox, and I played staple games on the Xbox. Like I played Gears of War, which I adored. I played 1 through 5, including Judgment and all that. I played Viva Pinata on there, which I glitched out the game. Never played again after that. But I love Viva Pinata. We had it on the DS as well. Minecraft Xbox Edition, I played a lot of. Like, I had a lot of fun with that. But I don't really play the Xbox anymore. I've pretty much fallen off of it. But I played a few other games, like my sister, one of my sister's boyfriends got like us a copy of Call of Duty, and I figured out I really don't like Call of Duty. I just never got into it. But we played We Were There, which I don't know if I beat, but I think my sister beat it. Played Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 I got for my birthday, I believe 2018. And then I beat that, not realizing about the honor system, so I basically go around town, walk up to some random dude, pull out a gun, shoot him in the face, walk off, and I'd see, like, I never really knew about the honor system, so when I learned years later I had the bad honor, like, playthrough, I was like, oh, guess killing people's pretty dishonorable, huh? But, and then I got Red Dead 2 a year later for my birthday, and I played that game a ton. I love that game, one of my favorites. But I can't play it anymore because it glitched out, because we had a shared system with my brother, and for some reason it glitched out at some point, and now it doesn't allow me to play it anymore. But after I beat the story mode a few times, I basically resorted to hopping on and then causing terror wherever I went. Just Valentine. Oh, I see all you people are happy, working hard. Hey, you want a shootout like every other Tuesday?
Mm.
And by every other Tuesday, I mean every other day. So I basically caused trouble, punched people out afterwards, but it is a really good game. Those are probably the games I really got into. I got into GTA a little bit, but after a while, it got basically reduced down to, if you take it to its core, it's basically game with shooting mechanics, a bunch of controls, and it's basically a crime game. You know, you basically do go around commit crime. Same with GTA Online. So I was like, this is boring. All I have to do is commit crime and make money and kill people. Don't care. So I played the Xbox for a long time, but there wasn't like a lot of games I was into. I was more of a Nintendo fanboy than anything.
Mm-hmm.
But Animal Crossing, when I got the 3DS, I got Animal Crossing and Luigi's Mansion. Those are the two biggest games I played on a 3DS when I got it in Christmas 2013. And Animal Crossing to this day is still my favorite video game of all time, which is on my channel. I have videos of it on my channel. But I had it on my original 3DS, and I time traveled too on my first 3DS. But I had like this town that I had for a good long time, never reset it. I had trophies, upgrades, gold, like silver tools, all the junk, paths, like brick paths around the town, public works projects, you name it. I got really far into the game until I decided it would be a good idea to eat greasy food while playing the 3DS, and I kind of got one of the buttons sticky, which is still a problem to this day. I just recently, the problem started up again,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still sticky, so I had to like slightly move my little joystick thingy, but not too far to where it would run. But I still play it to this day. Like, I gotta save how it's going. My sister, one of my siblings, got it only because I had an extra copy, and I begged them to play it. They played a little bit, and we visit each other every so often. But phenomenal game. I like it more than Animal Crossing New Horizons. And when I got the Switch, that was the game I want. That was basically the reason why I wanted the Switch, because I didn't know the Switch existed. Because, like I said, before 2020, I didn't read news all that much. So when I learned about the Switch, I watched one of my sister's streams. One of my other sisters, she streams, and she was playing Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I saw trailers for it. I was like, oh my god, it's been like almost 10 years since an Animal Crossing game was released. I need this. So I got, but this was during 2020, during the COVID, when the COVID pandemic started. So the Switch sold out like crazy. So I didn't get it. Animal Crossing for the Switch released March 2020. I didn't get the console until November, and it was gonna be a Christmas gift, so we got it in November, but I didn't get it till Christmas. Now here's the cool thing: I did a bunch of chores, so I got to open it a day early. So I played it. So I made the town slash island the 24th of December 2020. I played it a ton, and I got really into it. I still play it every once in a while, but I kind of fell out of it after probably the second half of 2021. I kind of fell out of it. And then I played it a bit more in 2022. And then I kind of fell out of it like second half of 2022, and I still don't really play it all that much anymore. I'm more of an Animal Crossing New Leaf guy. But I have Luigi's Mansion 3, which, funny enough, is the first Luigi's Mansion game I beat, because Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I got to the very end, but then I couldn't beat the level before the boss battle level. And I was so upset, still haven't done it. But I beat Luigi's Mansion 3, so I'm pretty happy with that. First Luigi's Mansion game I ever beat, and I had to technically, I guess you could call it cheating, but there was like multiple versions of King Boo, so you had to figure out which one was the right one by looking at a specific graphic clue. So I did the 10-second recording thing. Went out of the game. It pauses the game when you go out of it. Went to my gallery, looked at the video, checked it, went back, beat it. So I get, if you want to call it cheating, whatever. But I took hours to try to beat that level, the boss battle. So I finally beat it, and I haven't played that much multiplayer because I didn't really have any friends. So Animal Crossing to me was basically me by myself the occasional person you find on the island in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and the occasional times I played with my sister. My two sisters, actually. But, so, I have Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which is basically the three, like, there's Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy all in one. First time playing Mario 64 and Sunshine. Galaxy, beat it before. I got Splatoon 2, which I didn't get till 2022. What else do I have? I can't read. My eyesight's bad. Zelda Link's Awakening I got on Christmas Day 2020. The day after I unboxed the console. Zelda Link's Awakening Remake, and I got pretty far in it, but I haven't beat it. I plan to go back to it. I got like Zelda, the Sky Sword, something like that. So, anyone who knows the games will know what I mean, so I'm not gonna try to remember the name. But I haven't beat that. I haven't even gotten past like the main area, like the first area of the game. But I have. What else can you read over there? Can you read any of that over there? My eyesight's really bad.
You're asking someone that's in their mid-30s if they can read something.
I know I have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
Mario Party.
Mario Party Superstars, yeah.
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Yep, that's the one I'm talking about. Animal Crossing, Splatoon, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which I got off of GameFly a long time ago on the Wii. That was when we stopped using GameFly because my brother got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze as a rent 3 times, and all 3 times it was scratched up and wouldn't work. So we didn't really play with the GameFly after that, but we had GameFly for a long time because our family started doing it when Anthony was a kid because of the whole like beat it in one night thing. But I got Splatoon 3. I pre-ordered it in April last year because I was like, you know what? I've never played Splatoon games, so I pre-ordered it. Then August, I got Splatoon 1 and 2. Beat those games, so loved them. So Splatoon 3 is like the first one I played online multiplayer in, and I still play it. I love the game. Table Turf Battles is the jam, which I might have to do more videos of. But yeah, other than that, I plan to get like Pikmin 3 when that comes out. I plan to get like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I've hid myself as much as possible from spoilers and teaser trailers. But every once in a while, like an image will like sneak into my YouTube because they put in the thumbnail. I'm like, son of a. But yeah, that's pretty much my history of games on consoles, at least, not including iPad stuff. But I mean, it's kind of interesting seeing a non-gamer's perspective and a gamer's perspective. It's kind of interesting to me. Especially since you did play games back then and you kind of enjoyed them. Like, I'm guessing you probably enjoy more board games now and other types of like laser tag or, swimming or bowling, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'd rather get out and go do stuff and actually be with people and actually socialize instead of even behind a computer screen with a freaking, headset on like this.
Yeah, I actually
8 hours at a time. That's just.
I'm one of those people, like, I'm a gamer, don't get me wrong, I love video games, but after a while, I want to get out the house and do something fun, like bowling, putt-putt golf, or some of the sports I like, swimming, laser tag, outside games.
Hurts.
Board games are absolutely fun. I love board games, but I don't like stuff like Sorry, where it's just you roll the dice and hope for the best. I like games where you actually have to challenge yourself, you have to really think. So games like that's why I love Table Turf Battles so much, because you have to really think about it. It's basically like chess, but without knowing the opponent's pieces. So you kind of just have to analyze what kind of player your opponent is. Aggressive, passive, defender, all that stuff. But yeah, board games I still love. I know you probably still like board games and real life stuff more than video games, which, everyone has their taste. But yeah, that was pretty much our history with video games. I enjoyed video games since I was a little kid, and you had to stop after 18 to go to work, so I imagine college is going to kick my butt.
Have fun.
College, here we go. You get 1 hour of free time, 7 hours of sleep, and the rest is school.
You lied. You lied so bad.
No. It's 4 hours of sleep.
No, you get 3 hours of sleep. You live in a dorm. The only food you can afford to eat is ramen noodle cups. So enjoy that for the rest of your life. A social life, forget about it for the next 4 to 6 years.
But yeah. If anyone out there wants to share some experiences, which I doubt probably many people watch this video, but if anyone does and they want to share any experiences, comment section's wide open.
Hey,
But
I'll look at them.
you're gonna go on the comment section and be like, Daddy-O's here. Like, oh yay, the only viewer that watched the video, because the video only has like 1 view. But yeah, what would you say overall? Did you enjoy games at the very least when you did play them? Did you at least enjoy them?
Yeah, it was alright.
Like, you think you got your money's worth out of them at the very least?
No.
But it was at least decent enough to warrant wasting your time on. I'm still a gamer to this day. Don't know how it's gonna work with college though, so guess it's ramen noodles after school for like few years.